Hi, my name is Angad, and I'm presenting to you today a mobile messaging application called Mew. Mobile messaging is a ubiquitous and a unique form of communication. It's a typical text message gets replied within 2 and 3 minutes, as compared to any other sort of text message conversation, such as Facebook Messenger, which, I don't know even if you guys notice your Facebook messages, or emails, which takes maybe you take like a day to respond to your messages. So mobile text messaging is probably the one that gets fastest replied, and everybody uses it. Even smartphone users, dumb phone users, everybody uses it. But we see a problem with mobile text messaging. There's a large number of isolated messaging channels, and information is fragmented among all these channels. And even though we might be trying to communicate with the same person, we might be using different channels: Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, SMS. And on a typical smartphone, it gets confusing with all these different applications. What Mew tries to solve is that it combines short messaging service, SMS, with IM, and allowing you to seamlessly send messages. It syncs your messages between the desktop and mobile so that you can easily switch between these two endpoints and continue a conversation from anywhere. Just to give you a brief definition, SMS is a message that is sent over your carrier, your AT&T, which charges you money, and internet messaging, mobile internet messaging, is sent over your internet connection, which is free of cost. So one of the questions that we get asked, like, why are you focusing so much on SMS? As we can see from these pie charts, we can see that 87% of the mobile phone users are dumb phone users, your typical phones without any internet connection or any smartphone capabilities. SMS is built into every phone. It is reliable as compared to IM. Another person might not be online, but your SMS will always get delivered. And why do we think about combining SMS and IM? Whenever you're using WhatsApp or any other application, you use it with a limited number of friends. And now imagine this scenario that you have a conversation in which your messages are going. If the other person is offline, your messages goes over IM, and it ensures the reliability of the message, and it ensures the fact of instant messaging, and it does not rely on the fact that the other person might come online and then he receives the message. So SMS ensures reliability. It saves you more cost if you combine both of them together, because you will be communicating with the application dynamically decides whether to send the message over IM, or whether to send the message over internet, or whether to send the message over the SMS channel. So moving forward, we can see that so the application pulls up your local message database and shows all the existing messages, and then whenever you try to send a message, it dynamically polls the server and sees if the other user is online, and it sends the message over internet. But while we were solving this problem, we realized that there are some other problems with messaging that are still broken, and I'll give you like some of the examples that we found here. So one of the biggest problems that I find with messaging is that I cannot refer back to older messages that I really want to refer back to. So John invited me to his place, and he sent me his address over SMS. I'm driving over to his place, and I want to go back and find his SMS, and I have to scroll over a list of 100 messages to find his SMS that contains the tiny text that his address is in Burlingame somewhere. So with Mew, a user can swipe over a message to mark it as important, and with a home screen widget, you can access that message easily, with any message easily, and it automatically marks addresses or phone numbers as important. The other problem that we see is that within the age group of 18 to around 40, those who spend a large number of time in front of the computer, university students, white-collar job people, those who spend a large amount of time in front of the computer, it's very difficult. It's difficult to, your phone rings and you don't want to pick it up because you don't want to break your flow from your computer. The phone rings and the message should be sent over directly to your computer, and so that you should be able to reply to that message. With Mew, you can carry on your conversation from any connected device. Your SMSs, your instant messages, all are sent to your desktop client. If I lose my phone, I would lose all my messages on the phone. So Mew provides a backup service. It syncs all your messages across all devices, and all messages are securely stored in the cloud. The other problem that we see is that SMS costs money, and internet messaging only works when the other user is online, and it loses the fact that it's instant. because the other person might not be online, or you might yourself not be online. So when you combine both of them, it reduces cost and ensures reliability of a message being delivered. There are a lot of people who are trying to work in the messaging space, and we see, and this is the kind of the division that we see in messaging: the mobile, the desktop, the SMS, and the internet messaging. So the first one in mobile is WhatsApp. And then we see the stock SMS app that is loaded on your phone. There's, for internet messaging, you have Facebook, Messenger, Google Talk, GroupMe. And for desktop, which syncs your SMS with your desktop client, is Phone Deck, Desk SMS, Mighty Text. But there, as we can see, there's nobody consolidating all these fields. They're like all different channels, and your messaging is distributed across all these channels. There's no central way of where you can see a timeline view of all your messages. So iMessage has tried to solve this problem, but it is limited to the iOS to the iOS family. With Mu, we are trying to solve this problem, and it comes as a complete package with mobile internet messaging, SMS, and a mobile client and a desktop client. So this is the model that we are trying to propose. The mobile application will be free. We are planning to have the desktop client with the backup service as a $2 per month service. So the user acquisition is mostly through word of mouth. Existing users will be those who sign up on a platform. They will be prompted to send an SMS to the other user to download the application, so that all the future SMSs to that person will be free. And combining both of them together ensures a unified user experience. We are also planning to preload the app to work with various manufacturers to preload the application on tablets. It might not work on phones because carriers might not be interested in something that kills the SMS, but it might work on the tablets. So thus, in summary, Mu is similar to iMessage for iOS, but it makes messaging more useful by being cross-platform, syncing all your messages across all devices, quickly accessing the important messages so that you can easily refer back to them later, and saving money wherever it can by trying to send the message first over internet and then deciding to go over SMS. And this is my team. This is John. He's an engineer at a YC startup. I work at Skype, and there's Geraldine, and she's working at Plug and Play. That's all.